Hello everybody, my name's Julie and this is a Modular Me pattern system video. Today we're talking about how to transfer the dart markings from your pattern onto your fabric. So here on the table I have a front that I've already cut out and the pattern is still attached. So there are a number of different ways of doing this. I like to opt for the way that is accurate but achievable for everybody. So my two-step technique is number one, the edges here where your size, so I'm working here, this is a size 12 pattern, so I've worked out that this tip there is size 12. I'm going to trace back to here, and here on the edge is size 12, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my scissors, and I've already done it, but I'm just going to replicate that action for you. I'm going to put a small snip about that long. Be careful you don't cut past where your stitching line would be, so you want to stay inside the seam allowance. I'm going to cut there, and then I'm going to do this point here, same thing there at the bottom point of what will be my dart. So you can see there's a little snip there and there's a little snip there. So now when I take the pattern off, those 2 points are marked. Now with the tip, what I've done is I've already gone in with my scissors and I've just made a little tiny, see I've made a little tiny slit in the fabric, because what I want to do is poke a pin through right on the point of the tip like that. And I want to be able to then turn this over. I can see my pin now, and I'm going to put a pin back through exactly the same spot like that. So I've now gone back through all the layers and then reverse it back to the other side again, and I am now going to remove the pattern. The reason I've put that little snip in the pattern to start with was that we need to lift the pattern off that pin. So if we pan in really closely, we can see that as I lift that off, I'm just going to very gently feed those 2 pins back through the pattern, so you can see the pin from one side and the pin from the other side. Just make sure that they're exactly in the same point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to very carefully pull that apart, making sure that neither of the pins fall out. So usually I just go in there and I grab them. See, I've got a head of each pin in each hand. I'm going to very carefully lie that down on the table. So there's one pin there and there is my other pin there. So there's your top. You're looking at it from the inside, and I've marked the tips of the darts. Now you can continue to work with that pin there, or if you want to, you could grab some tailor's chalk, put a little tiny mark on each point, and take the pins away. If you don't have any tailor's chalk, that's fine. What you can do, I just put it back there like that because that's much harder to fall out. And my protocol is that the point of entry is the point that I'm marking, not the second point. So flick that through there like that. Protocol is the point of entry is the point that you are wanting to record, and it's as simple as that. That's how you mark your dart placement onto your fabric. So let's just recap. We've got those little snips there which make it really easy, and the points marked on each side. Easy as.